Eneo hili si hivyo. Mambo ni matatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. I've always opined on this platform on many occasions that in politics nothing happens out of mere coincidence, and that everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted and executed to achieve a specific political objective. Nothing in politics just happen for the sake of it. I've been studying the moves by Ruth Odinga since the death of Raila Odinga, and I can clearly confirm to you that Ruth Odinga is a woman on a mission. In this video, I want us to look at the mission which Ruth Odinga is embarking on. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been studying Ruth Odinga, and Ruth Odinga is clearly a woman on a mission.
Yeah, ODM is intact, and the broad base we are supporting until 2027 as we are strong, and then we will decide.
Will you strike another agreement, or you?
No, we are not striking any agreement, anything. We are strengthening ODM.
I want you guys to listen to this speech by Ruth Odinga yesterday in Mombasa before we proceed.
Without a strong party, hakuna pali tunaenda. Party hawezi kusambaratika. Party lazima ikuwe moja. Na tusimame na tuseme simama gangari. Na msiwe waoga. This is the biggest party we have in the whole of Africa. Tunasema ongeringo. Umesikia hiyo? Ongea ngo, ongeringo. Hakuna kukimbia. Tunawachia wanani party. Party zingine ndogo ndogo, zingine za siji tribe moja, siji nini. Hapa unaona mimi siwezi hata kuongea Kijaluo. Kuna siji watu nimeona Waturukana, wale wa coast wote wako hapa, na hii ndio party yetu. So I want us to be strong. Now we are having by elections. Kesho tunaenda Magarini. We are going as Orange ODM. Hakuna party inaitwa broad based. Umesikia? Hata Malava tuko na candidacy ya UDA na wapi. Wanaenda kama UDA. Sisi pia tunaenda kama ODM. Kama ODM. Siski ODM. Hivyo ndio sauti nataka. Unajua tuko na nini, tuko na huzuni, lakini party lazima iendelee. And I'm saying a united party. Tukifika 2027, whoever, we can feature our own candidate. We can say UDA kuja ujoin sisi, ama ikue party yawa wengine wakuje kwetu, but we must go to that table strong. Kama tunaenda huko strong, hatutakuwa na party.
Now, that statement by Ruth Odinga caused a huge political storm in ODM party yesterday. Because for those who've been following the developments in ODM party, two camps have clearly emerged in ODM party. There's one camp which is fully behind the broad-based government. And then there is another camp which is opposed to the broad-based government and is led by none other than Edwin Sifuna. The statement by Ruth Odinga yesterday placed her right in the center of Edwin Sifuna's wing. And I know there are two other things which might have happened, which you might not have noted. Number one, Ruth Odinga forced herself into the ODM Central Management Committee. The Central Management Committee of ODM Party is the highest decision-making organ of the party. It was being chaired by Raila Odinga. Ruth Odinga was not a member and is not a member as we speak. When Uhuru Odinga took over the leadership of the party, Ruth Odinga found a way of maneuvering herself right inside that meeting. She appointed herself the personal assistant to Oburu Odinga. So when Oburu Odinga chaired the first Central Management Committee of ODM Party, Ruth Odinga was there as Oburu's peer. And I talked to a few leaders who attended that event. They told me that Ruth Odinga actually participated in the discussions and even wanted to vote. In fact, I'm told that someone like Olekina is very angry and has promised that in the next Central Management Committee of ODM Party, he's also going to force himself into that meeting. So Ruth Odinga strategically is now a member of the ODM Central Management Committee, which means there is nothing in ODM Party which can be discussed without her. So that's one thing which happened, and it's a serious discussion within ODM Party. The second thing is what happened yesterday, where Ruth Odinga clearly joined the rebels. I know most of you might have missed it, but there was no broad-based government leader who was invited to yesterday's event in Mombasa. I'm told that Oburu Odinga was in Malindi, but he was told to come and join, and he was surprised that the other camp were not there. So the fact that Ruth Odinga could be invited to this rebels movement meant that she has actually joined it. And for me, Ruth Odinga is doing that deliberately. She wants to raise her stakes within ODM Party. And I've confirmed that Ruth Odinga is keenly pursuing the opportunity and the possibility of becoming William Ruto's running mate in 2027. Ladies and gentlemen, is it possible for Ruth Odinga to be nominated by William Ruto as the running mate in 2027? That's exactly what I want us to analyze in this video. Number one, for me, Ruto promised that he would appoint a woman running mate in 2027. By that time, Rigathi Gachagua was still the deputy president. Because of that promise, Ruth Odinga is positioning herself to be that woman. Remember, she's Raila Odinga's younger sister. And because of that, she believes that because Kenyans love Raila Odinga, that they'll definitely or automatically transfer that love to her. I don't know whether you can advise her. I'm not so sure. But that's something which is motivating her. Number two, since the death of Raila Odinga, there has been serious discussions, especially within ODM Party, about the running mate slots. And yesterday, we were with some individuals, and the question arose, should Ruto nominate ODM running mate? The feeling was that that's not really necessary, because currently ODM Party has the CS for finance. I'm talking of Luo Nyanza now. There's the CS for finance, energy. There is the interior. Those are very powerful dockets. If, for example, Ruto were to give the Luo nation the running mate and take away this, it would not make sense. But there's that discussion that the running mate should actually come from ODM. And if it's going to be a discussion, Ruth Odinga wants to be part and parcel of that discussion. Several names are being mentioned as potential running mate to William Ruto in 2027. The name of Gladys Wanga is being mentioned almost on a daily basis. In fact, when Gladys Wanga attacked Rigathi Gachagua in that press conference, most people interpreted it to mean that she was trying to raise her profile and try to please William Ruto. So the fact that there's this discussion about ODM Party or Luo Nyanza producing a running mate, she wants to be right in the middle of it. Number three, and I think this is the biggest problem, Ruth Odinga is trying to ride on Raila Odinga's popularity, Raila Odinga's name. You know, Raila Odinga was a brand. Then there's the Jaramogi factor. She feels entitled that because she's a younger sister to Raila, she deserves it. That she's been in politics. She thinks because of that, she should be appointed. I don't know whether being Raila's sister is enough. I'm not so sure. Number 4, Ruth Odinga is also a shrewd politician. In fact, for those who live in Kisumu, the truth of the matter is that in 2013, Ruth Odinga actually won the ODM nominations. But Rangoma was given the ticket because the Kano people organized massive demonstrations. But she won. On her right, Ruth Odinga is a shrewd politician. So probably she's trying to figure out the best soft landing. So far, she wants to become the governor for Kisumu. She's a woman rep. She's also trying to cast the net wide by positioning herself for the running mate, which means at the end of the day, a soft landing will be found for her. Either the governor or going back to the women rep or maybe a CS. And lastly, I think Ruth Odinga wants to establish herself within ODM party after Raila Odinga's death. She wants to be the face of the Odinga family. I'm saying this because if you look at Uhuru Odinga and his age, you would not expect Uhuru Odinga to continue serving as the party leader after the next election. Age is not in his favor. So Ruth Odinga is trying to be everywhere where the decisions within ODM party are made, with a strategy of establishing herself so that anytime there's the possibility of a running mate, she would be considered. I don't know what to think. That's my take. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.